Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to talk about what to do for free in Paris and what are the must-see tours to do there in the main city of France. There are many free and paid things to do as well, but we made this video focusing on what are the unmissable tours for those who want to save money and want to do the main free tours of the city. So guys, don't forget to enjoy the video and give us a like, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, Paris is one of the most touristic cities in the world, so you have to organize yourself very well. There's a lot to do there. There are paid sites that you can't miss, but there are also a lot of cool things to do there for free. You can have fun and see a lot of sites without spending any money. So without further ado, let's go. So the first tour that I think is very nice to talk about here is one that many people don't talk about. They don't advertise, so we were surprised, which is the Luxembourg Garden. It's a very beautiful garden, at least when we went there it was very nice. It's not big, but it's a nice place to walk around, spend a few hours. There are food trucks, a place to have coffee, stop, have a snack, something, and the photos are very beautiful. When we went there it was very flowery. It also depends on the time of the year. It's also where the Luxembourg place is, which is where the Senate lives. It's a very important place for culture and for history and politics of France. So a good tip is go to the Luxembourg Garden one day in the afternoon, spend a day there. It's free, everything's open and you don't pay anything. There is a playground for children, there are some attractions. Check it out, it's really cool guys, it's something else. Another place you can't miss is the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower you can explore a lot because it's a very nice area. The view is beautiful, so you can go there during the day, you can go there at night. A good tip, in front of it there's a very extensive garden, but behind it we didn't know exactly, we got to know it the other day. It's the Trocadero Garden. It's a very nice garden behind. You cross the Lena Bridge, which is also a nice place to walk across and take pictures. The photos of the bridge of this Trocadero Garden have a monument, a construction that you can climb a little bit. There are fountains and you can get a very nice view of the tower. I thought it was nicer than the other side because you are at a higher level above the ground, so you can see it from the bottom in a very nice way. It fits perfectly in the pictures, so explore a lot. There's coffee, there's also a food truck, there is a trolley on the street, there are some nice little restaurants, so it's a very nice place for you to take a walk. Try it one day at night, one day in the afternoon, because the view, the tower, the whole region there is very different guys. Of course, a cool experience that I recommend, you have to spend a little bit, but it's very cool, is to go up the Eiffel Tower, at least on the second floor, because there's a ticket to go up the second and a ticket to go up the third, which is the highest point. The second one, I think it's super beautiful, it's super cool, it's a nicer tour. You will be inside the Eiffel Tower, you will see the city. I think it's a very Parisian tour, you know, so you can really feel like you are in Paris. If you want to go for free, you can just stay outside, right? You can't go inside the tower. If you want to go inside, you have to buy the ticket. And people, the golden tip for the paid tours, buy in advance and you will save a lot more than buying it there on the spot. It's cheaper, and in some places you don't pay the IOF tax because it's an international purchase, so buy everything in advance. And the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, there's a line that Google it and you will see there are several pictures of long lines. Sometimes people lose 2 or 3 hours to buy tickets, so buy them online and you will go straight in. It's cheaper, don't leave it until the moment you have to buy them. This is a very nice tip guys, so you can pay cheaper and enjoy a lot more. And the place that you have to pay that I think is sensational, that has the tour already with the ticket, people, on the website here below too, which is Disneyland. For those who don't know, there's a Disney, Euro Disney, which they call, right? That's the Disney of Europe. It's close to Paris. It's about 40 minutes, 35 minutes from there. On this website, you can buy the transportation from the center of Paris to there. It's a very nice bus, very comfortable, and the ticket. So if you can, we are in love with Disney. We live next door to Disney here in Orlando. We certainly try to take a little day to fit in Disney because it's very nice and worth it. And so, I mean, it's Disney, right? The third tip is the so-called free tours. What are the free tours? Free tours are free trips, excursions. It's a very nice way to do it, and there are many in Europe. In Paris, there are several. There is a very cool website that I'll leave here in the description of the video and in the first fixed comment. I'll leave all the links, all the organized sites of our trips, the cheapest places for everything, the cheapest travel tip for you to use the internet, the travel insurance that's mandatory for Europe. We'll leave the travel insurance comparator, which is a website that compares all insurance companies and finds the lowest prices. It's almost half of what the agencies charge. The map with the best region for you to stay in Paris. The hotel where we stayed in Paris with a great cost-benefit ratio. You can carry your euros in a cheaper way. Everything, okay? Use the links below and you will see that your trip will be a lot cheaper, guys. And I'll leave here also the website of the tickets and tours, which is very good. It's the second largest site for tickets and tours in the world. It's gigantic. It has a very nice product called Free Tour. Almost all European cities, Paris, people, there are 5 that I'm seeing here. They are free tours with a guide with you, okay? He will explain it to you. There are groups. There is a guide with the group and he will explain everything. There's the tour, for example, Paris. There are several. There is the free tour of Paris, which is very generic tour of the main tourist attractions. He will tell you what each thing is, what it symbolizes. It's cool that you will understand a little bit of the history of the things. It's a very nice cultural immersion. There is also the Mysteries and Legends of Paris tour, which is a little bit more mystical and it's also very nice to do. There is the Quartier Latin, which is a very nice area. There is the Montmartre one. They are really free. If you go the website here, puts to order the tours by value, you will see that they are in the beginning, and what happens, they are free, but it's customary that you give a tip to the guide because there is a guide, he or she explaining to you, because people tend to give usually 5 euros up to 15 euros per person. The one you have there, depending on the duration, if it's a full day tour, it's a little bit more. If it's a quick tour, you will feel right there on the spot. You end up just tipping a little, but it's a very nice way to explore the touristy, cultural, historical part of Paris without spending practically nothing, just the tip at the end. Take a look, there are many to choose from, okay guys? And this site, it's the one with the other cheapest tours, okay? If you wanna get the tickets to the Eiffel Tower, the tour to the Seine River, it's beautiful, the tour to Versailles, to the Versailles Palace, it's also sensational. There are several excursions, tours. Take a look, this site is the cheapest place, it's where we always buy before. Buying from it, you will save money, and for those who are from Brazil, it's already charging reais per pix. What does it mean? You won't pay 6% IOF that you would pay buying it on the spot or in the international site of the tourist attraction itself, so it's a lot of savings in the end. Use the website, take a look, use it to plan, but buy it beforehand and you will save time and a lot of money for your trip. And the fourth tip is a tour that you can take on free tour, but it's a beautiful region. This one, I don't think you need, right? You can really go on your own, which is the Montmartre area. The Montmartre region is very nice. They pronounce it a little bit different there, right? But for you to understand and to research, it's Montmartre. It's a very beautiful place. It had a very famous history. They say it's the most artistic spot in Paris because Picasso, Van Gogh, very famous artists lived there a lot, ate there, spent time there, and got their inspirations there. So there are a lot of art galleries, restaurants, bars, cafes, and very nice things in the artistic style. So it's worth knowing. And there's another place that we were going to mention here, but I'll mention it together with this one, right? The fourth, which is the Basilica of Sacré-Cœur, which is what they pronounce it too. It has 2 ways in French, but it's a beautiful basilica, people. Its exterior is sensational for you to appreciate its staircase, the picture, so it's a nice region for you to program at least one afternoon of your trip. I think it's worth it. The fifth tip, folks, is the Louvre Museum outside, right? Not inside because you have to buy the ticket. I recommend you to buy it, but you can also find it on the website. The Louvre is a museum. I think it's the largest museum in the world. It's gigantic. It's the most famous, so you would need about 2 or 3 days to see it all. Try to program at least one day. It's also very nice for those with children. You will need the ticket, but what I mean is that outside the museum, there is also a very beautiful area. Both the dome, right, that pyramid, it's a nice place to walk around and take pictures. You go in front of it, there is a park with a very beautiful garden there of the Louvre Museum. That's nice to go walking, and you leave the Louvre, you get to the entrance of the pyramid, you go walking, you will pass by this garden, you will pass by other very nice and beautiful gardens, and you will end up on the Champs Champs-Élysées. This is another avenue that we are going to mention as a free stroll to do, but you end up going in the direction of several cheap tourist attractions. It's a tour for most of a whole day, okay people, because there's a lot to see along the way, and that's very beautiful. And guys, quickly, any tip you need, send us and we'll really try to help you, right? It's even faster. Hit me on Instagram at SpyLorenzi. Send me a direct that I'll really try to help. Sometimes it takes 2-3 days because there are so many messages, but I like to help. I'm here to answer. I really like to help, right? And take the chance to follow us there because we're always traveling around the world, showing our routine in a very different way and our family routine with the little ones who are a blast. And now we are leaving Orlando here in the United States, so we post about going to the Disney parks. There's our new channel, the Lorenzi Family channel, where we show our life here in the United States, going to Disney parks, traveling to the beaches of Florida. There's a lot of cool stuff. Follow it and you will like it. The content is really cool. As the sixth tour, spent a couple of hours strolling through the Champs-Élysées. The Champs-Élysées is the most famous avenue in Paris. Its strong point is shopping. There are so many famous stores, so many expensive stores. There is Louis Vuitton there. It's one of the most famous in the world. You will see the line, an absurd thing. Everybody who goes there wants to queue, wants to buy there. So it's a very nice place to look at it. Or if you have the interest to go there too. But it has all these expensive stores like Chanel, Prada, more luxury brands, but it also has Zara, ATM, several nice stores with cheap clothes. It has the Galeria Lafayette, which is a gigantic department store. It's worth visiting too. Even if you're not going to buy, it's very nice, it's big, it's beautiful, so set aside a little time to visit the Galeria Lafayette and the Champs-Élysées, which is very nice. And walking from the Louvre from the Champs-Élysées, you will arrive at the 7th site here on the list of what to do for free in Paris, which is the Arc de Triomphe. The Arc de Triomphe is super famous, everybody knows it. I recommend that you only see it from the outside, you don't pay anything, it's beautiful. It has its drawings, the sculptures, where the history, you can go it before, but there's also a ticket for you to enter the Arc of Triomphe. You can go up there, even going up, there is a good site, you can go up there, there's an observatory. I don't think it's worth it, right? But some people like it. You can buy the ticket, but I think that just to stay outside, walk around it, take a look, you get to know it well and then go back again, but it's a very nice path. Try this route, it's really worth it. There are a lot of cool things to see there. The 8th tip, folks, is Notre Dame Cathedral, but it's still closed because of the fire, so I don't know when you will travel, but if you go there sometime from now, you can surely see it already open, so do some research, Google it. Searching for Cathedral of Notre Dame will show you whether it's open or closed, but the cathedral surrounding is very beautiful. At night, I think it's cooler because there are those famous sculptures of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know, the drawings, those, I forget the name now, Draculas, wolves that are up there, gargoyles. It's a very gothic kind of place, a nice place to visit, but unfortunate, even today it's closed, but you can see it from the outside, it's already beautiful. The 9th tip is to walk a lot. Explore the Seine River region, which is a very beautiful river with its bridges. There's the Bridge of the Arts, which is famous for the padlocks that you have certainly seen. There is a legend that the couple that goes there and locks the padlock with their name will have their love eternalized for the rest of their lives. I don't know if it's true, but people do it. So walk a lot on the bridges, by the river. It's a free tour, you don't spend anything. I recommend it. If you can, take the tour on the website here below. The Seine River tour is a very nice boat trip. It's a beautiful tour. It's nice to do on the first day to get to know more or less the whole city of Paris. You can locate yourself well, right? There's the tower, there's the cathedral. It's very nice to start your trip, but even without paying, it's nice to walk on the bridges, walk by the river. They are very beautiful places in Paris, guys. And the 10th tip of what to do for free in Paris are the free museums. A few unknown museums are free, we have to research. One more tip that I've seen a lot of people talking about is that on the first Sunday of the month, the main museums in Paris, both the Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay, end up giving free admission. You will save money, you won't pay admission, but there's one thing, it's free, it's one day a month. Imagine the madness. We've seen some pictures, we've seen some reports, it gets very crowded, you have to wake up very early, you have to be patient. If you want to go, save money at all costs, research, see exactly which museums are included. Most of them are and go on the first Sunday of the month to visit, but as time is also money when traveling, we have to think about this. You're paying for lodging, tickets. I think that if you really want to enjoy the museums, try to buy them, that you will find them much less crowded and better to see. On the first Sunday, they are usually pretty full there, so you have to take a lot of caution. You have to pay attention if that's really worth it for you. Another tip, guys, it's very important to be well located. All these points I mentioned, and if you are well located in the best area of Paris, you'll be able to do most of them on foot. And sometimes if you need to, you can take an Uber, go to a more distant place, back to the hotel, check it out. Here below, I'll leave the hotel we stayed at. It's very good. It's close to the Eiffel Tower, and also a personalized map that we created with the best region of Paris. This map is very cool. We made the best region. If you stay in this region, you can be sure that you're in an excellent location, close to everything, and we have already left there the filters that we use to search for hotels, so that only hotels with ratings from 8 to 10 appears. Nice hotels, good ones. There will be cheap hotels, expensive ones, for all pockets, but we put some filters that we use, and it's the website that we use to book our hotels. It has been years. It's the biggest hotel site in the world, so it always has the best prices. It's reliable. It has a free cancellation policy, which is very good. Book as soon as possible. You will save a lot. If you need to cancel later, you can do it without any cost. Use the map here below too. It's halfway there. You can already do almost all the sites on foot, and you end up saving a lot of money too, guys. That's very important. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us that like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And don't forget to watch the other videos that are very good. I'll highlight the one about how to travel cheaply to Paris. It teaches you how to save money in all your planning inside your trip there, saving as much as possible on everything. I'll leave it up here along with the playlist that has all the other videos from Paris for you to watch. So thanks a lot, guys, and have nice trips.